Ho, 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 it's the most wonderful time of the year. Halloween! The one day of the year I can leave my apartment without people calling the police, because I blend in with everybody else. But do not be deceived. Though I may be among you, I am not of you. Your society will never accept the likes of me. It was actually a little hard to find genuinely scary animated movies. Most of the ones that would qualify for some, Turnips be praised, are spooky, not scary. By coincidence, all the movies on my list happen to be Japanese. I don't know what kind of a sick society produces such depraved media. It must be all that universal healthcare and fastidious trash sorting. Thank God and his son Hank Hill that we don't have any of that here. Movies! Okay, I'm cheating a little bit with memories, but then again, it's not like I have standards. I know y'all want to see a ghost story, and this is that, but only partly. Memories is an anthology movie made up of 3 40-minute short movies. The shorts have nothing to do with one another, except that they're all based on manga stories by Katsuhiro Otomo, who also serves as executive producer here. Only the first short, Magnetic Rose, slots in nicely on our Halloween checklist, but the whole movie is worth checking out, with Stink Bomb being my personal favorite. In the inhuman quiet of space, a crew of blue-collar salvagers spend their days hauling junk and talking shit until they receive a distress call from a ship caught in a mysterious magnetic vortex. Hey wait, this is just a ripoff of Alien! Shut up! Because when they land on the mystery ship, they're astonished to find that the whole interior looks like an opera house. Is that like Alien? No. I may have told you enough by now for you to guess where all of this ends up. This is a very classic horror plot, and in a longer movie, that might be a negative. But Magnetic Rose is short enough that the tropes don't become tedious cliches. It gets in, gives you the heebie-jeebies, and then clears the stage for the next movie to start. Looking at it like that, it more closely resembles a gothic short story by Edgar Allan Poe than Ridley Scott. Doesn't hurt that the images are just staggering. Who wrote this again? Oh shit, Satoshi Kon! Yeah, all that what is real theming makes more sense now. He loved all that. Speaking of which... Oh, Memories is currently streaming on Amazon Prime, Tubi, and Canopy.
私じゃない。当たり前よ。これが本当のミマだもの。本当はアイドルに戻りたいと思ってるくせに。違う。だって私はもうそうよね。もうアイドルなんかじゃないもんね。だってあなたはもう汚れちゃったもの。汚れたアイドルなんて誰も好きになんないよね。
Perfect Blue was Satoshi Kon's debut film. It was supposed to be just another direct-to-video product coming off the anime assembly line, until the last-minute decision to release it in theaters. Without that, it may never have received enough attention at film festivals to become recognized for what's now so obvious. One of the greatest Japanese animations of them all. Thank heaven for small miracles. Mima's star is on the rise. As 1/3 of the girl group Chom, she spent years pounding the pavement, hoping for a big break. And now she's finally poised to take her career to the next level, when she lands a bit part in a murder mystery show. The trouble is, when actual murders start happening, her sanity and self-identity start to unravel. Can a person be alienated from themselves? Sounds like a stupid question, right? One of our big problems is that wherever you go, there you are. But what if you start to give away ownership of yourself to others? To let them make your choices and define who you are? Mima is desperate to be a successful artist. There are countless other girls out there with the exact same dream, and she knows it. So she puts on a persona that doesn't really align with her everyday life. On stage, Mima is glamorous, exuberant, and wears a ridiculous maid costume. Offstage, Mima is bashful, and takes a cramped subway home to an apartment the size of a closet. She browses the nascent fan forums of 1997, and finds people who somehow know way too much about her. All of them trying to pierce the veil, trying to claim an unearned intimacy with the real Mima. Her tragedy is how she tries to live up to others' perceptions of her at the cost of her own well-being. Her part in the murder mystery expands. Now she's a stripper who's raped while performing. She takes nude photos for a magazine not quite as prestigious as Playboy, and none of these are things that she really wants to do. But she does them anyway, because in show business, you can't say no, not if you want the job. Meanwhile, people are being gruesomely murdered, people associated with her, and it's not certain if she didn't have a hand in the killings. Real life, stage life, repressed fantasy, and bloody reality all smear together, because when you've sold so much of yourself to others, what do you have left to stand on? Lots of movies are about the terror of psycho killers. Perfect Blue is about the terror of asking yourself, who am I? And realizing that you don't have an answer anymore. What's worse, being stabbed to death or self-alienation? Being stabbed. Being stabbed is way worse. Perfect Blue is currently available for streaming on AMC+, DirecTV, and Shudder. Alright, this is the big one. Not a short, not a movie. Doomed Megalopolis is a very fun title to say, and a 4-episode OVA directed by Rintaro, based on the Japanese epic novel Teito Monogatari. In 1908, Yasunori Kato, a malevolent stranger from distant lands commanding sinister magics, has come to Tokyo to fulfill the grievance of his people and annihilate the city. To accomplish this, he aims to awaken the spirit of Taira no Masahiro, a warlord turned deity, and has chosen the unfortunate women of the Tatsumiya family to be his mediums. Each episode centers around Kato's latest scheme to destroy Tokyo, which grow more outlandish every time. Between episodes, years will pass as characters age and the city itself modernizes. There's a strong theme of modernity versus tradition, as the characters and the city itself seem unsure of how to react to the river of progress. Our yuppie heroes wear Western-style clothes and dream of building a modern, technological Tokyo, even if their dreams can be a little too fanciful sometimes. But they're still outnumbered by people who wear kimonos, and the local government still consults feng shui experts when they build their subway. Now, in the context of this movie, magic is real, so I guess that's not an irresponsible use of taxpayer money. Kanto himself is a formidable combatant, but what makes him terrifying is how he works from the shadows. Hypnosis and possession are his preferred methods of engagement, with his Shikigami doing any other dirty work he needs. He's evil in a primordial way, and can never seem to be killed, only impeded until the next time that he reappears. Like the devil, he seems to dwell comfortably in a darkness that would repulse most of us, and, like the devil, there's no place you can hide from him. Those who oppose him include Yukari and her brother Yoichi, friend of the family Narutaki, various Onmyodo practitioners, and even government bureaucrats. Yukari is Kato's most unfortunate victim, who, after being violated repeatedly by forces supernatural and otherwise, never fully regains her liveliness or her sanity again. And Yoichi doesn't need Kato's demons. He's got some of his own. What follows isn't a battle between good and evil. It's a war, on the streets of Tokyo and in the hearts of men, and there will be casualties. The visual style is just right for this dark vision of a city fighting for its soul. Characters will leap out of shadows and slip back into them, and the sound design employs ambient sounds so that even moments that should be serene are laden with a perverse undercurrent. And Kazz Toyama's music is so fucking sick. It's like Andrew Lloyd Webber went to hell. A knock against the movie is that it bites off more than it can chew in attempting to adapt a 12-volume novel. It only adapts the first 4 volumes and ties up the story as best as it can. As such, there are too many characters milling around the plot. The less important ones don't have much to do, and prominent ones like Keiko, who's introduced in episode 3, aren't given enough time to feel complete. The result is that the ending can feel a little strange, and not in the cool way like the rest of the show. Even still, Doomed Megalopolis is a perfect movie to watch on a Halloween night. It's a violent and disturbing story of a city haunted less by ghosts than by its own past. Doomed Megalopolis is currently available for streaming on Tubi. Enough fancy talk. I gotta finish putting razor blades in these Tootsie Rolls. Go away!